Welcome, my homies and homettes, to the Video Game Aptitude Test, which, as you no doubt by now know, was published in Electronic Gaming Monthly issue 125, which debuted in December of 1999, baby, making it exactly 20 years old, which is kind of coincidental now that I think about it. Anyway, it may cover 8-bit, 16-bit, and most of the 32 and 64-bit eras and 160 questions, so put down your wireless controllers, log out of Twitter, quit your remote dances. We are pouring a 40-bit out on the curb and going retro, baby. I am Lorne Risley, and please welcome the man who slam dunks Defunct, the man who tells you when it's game over, and the man who's taking you back to the early years, Cyril Lachel. Welcome, man.
Oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to top that. No. However, I hate to do this to you, Lauren, but we've already started this out with a lie. This is not exactly 20 years ago, because when people are listening to this, it will officially be 2020.
Do.
That's right. That's a lot of fanfare.
I know, that's pretty exciting right there.
So hopefully 2020 is great, because we are recording this in the past, which I suppose is always the case, isn't it? Unless we live stream it. But that is not the point, because we're here to finish off the video game aptitude quiz test, whatever you called it, from issue 125 of EGM, published in December 1999. We have already gone through, how many questions have we already gone through? It's like 100 something, right?
105 questions so far.
And how many of those 105 questions have I gotten right so far?
A very respectable, but at the same time, meager 94.
94. And what percentage is that?
How am I supposed to know? But it's 89%.
All right, so it's 89%. My goal, if you've listened or watched the other episodes, my goal has been to get above 85%. And I hate to say it, but I'm feeling a little confident going into this final episode, where I don't even have to get like 85% to get over it. I think I'm going to just ace this thing. And in fact, speaking of which, I'm still on the hunt for a perfect round. I keep missing like 1 or 2 in every single round. In fact, haven't I missed 2 in basically every round so far?
With the exception of 1 round, you've missed 2 in every single section, which if you continue at your current pace, you'll still hit your target. Okay. But you're not going to hit that perfect round, buddy.
I want that perfect round. And I'm so excited. The thing that keeps screwing me up, though, there are a couple of things I've noticed that keep screwing me up, and it's the sports questions. I am terrible with the sports questions. They keep throwing in television at me. Stop.
Well,
and
those are 2 things, but there's another tactic you've been employing that's not been panning out all that well for you.
I mean, they tell you to always go with letters C, but clearly that has not always been the best way to go. I'm sure people are yelling at me to not go with letter C most of these times, but I think I'm still going to go with that tactic. I think that's still a winning strategy, despite the evidence from the first 2 rounds. So, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see how that pans out for you.
All right, but we don't have that many questions left. I'm trying to get to the top of Everest here. So I think without further ado, let's just jump in to Section 7. Lauren, what is Section 7?
Well, 7 is a little word I like to pronounce, identification.
Okay.
And
what does that mean?
Well, you ever heard the song Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Nothing like that. All you need to do is tell me what the thing is.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, I believe a lot of these are visual. Maybe all of these are visual. So we're going to just pop up the picture so that people can play along at home. So let's, I think we left off at 106.
106. Name this peripheral.
All right, I know this one, but what are the options?
Well, the option to this uniquely angled picture is A, the VR hoop, B, activator, C, slam man, or D, the body sensor.
Well, it is a body sensor, and Slam Man sure does sound cool. But the actual answer is B. It's the Activator by Sega.
It's the rejected version of the Terminator, I would imagine. But yes, that is the correct answer. Well done. Off to a good start.
All right.
But, well, let's move on to 107. This
107.
cartridge is for what system?
What are the options?
Oh, I'm going to get right into those options. It's A, the Atari 2600. B, the Neo Geo. C, the Master System. Or D, the Genesis.
All right. This one you use with the Activator. This is, of course, the Sega Genesis. D.
He's wasting no time here. D is the correct answer. Well done.
These are pretty easy.
Pretty easy, he says. This man is good at identification, it would turn out. Well, let's see if that penchant for identification continues with 108. Who's this guy? A Bryan Cranston stand-in, I guess. But the answers
he does look a little bit, yeah.
A little bit. But we've got 4 answers here. We've got A, is it Bernie Stolar? B, Leonard Herman? C, Dave Perry? Or D, Nolan Bushnell?
Well, it's the background gives it away because that is clearly Chuck E. Cheese's. And so it's the, he's the one that knocks, Nolan Bushnell, D.
Wow, 3 for 3, well done.
Yes.
All right, well, barreling...
These are pretty easy.
Pretty easy so far. Well, then barreling straight on, let's try and get a wrong answer.
I haven't been able to ace any of these, so this might be the one that I get 100% at.
100% section, a tall order.
Yes. Well, I gotta do it at least one of these, and I'm running out. These are the final 3 sections.
Well, you got...
What's next?
Stumbling block 109. Identify this game. Is it A, Adventure? B, Haunted House? C, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons? Or D, Quest 64?
Well, it's definitely not Quest 64, because that was a Nintendo 64 game, and that is certainly not an N64 game. This one is A, it's Adventure for the Atari 2600.
There's just no stopping you at this point, correct? Well done. That,
perfect round.
That perfect round is within reach, it seems.
Yeah, there's still a few of these, so...
I was going to say, it'd be tragic if it was snatched away from you at the last moment, but we're not quite there yet. We've got 110 to deal with first.
All right. 110.
Identify this character. Is it A, Tifa? B, Rinoa? C, Selfie? Or D, Eris? Or Iris?
Eris.
Eris. Got it right.
It's not Eris, by the way. It's not Eris, just for the record.
It's
neither Tifa nor Eris, because of course those are from Final Fantasy VII. And this lady here is from Final Fantasy VIII. I believe this is Rinoa, right? It's been a while since I played Final Fantasy VIII.
Well, are you asking me or telling me?
I think it's B, Rinoa.
He thinks it's B, Rinoa. A little bit of hesitation in his voice there, but
no hesitation.
It is well placed. You are correct.
All right.
It's carrying on.
5 for 5.
We've got treble 1 here. 111.
Okay.
Identify this peripheral. Ooh, a deep breath. I like where this is going. Is it A, Starpath Supercharger? B, ColecoVision Expansion Module 1?
Jeez.
C, the IntelliVoice? Or is it D, PDP-1 computer?
Criminy. So, I don't actually know.
Oh, dear.
So this could be a bad one. So you said the first one was Starpath Supercharger, and then the ColecoVision expansion module, and then IntelliVoice.
IntelliVoice, correct? Yeah.
Okay, and then PDP-1 computer.
Mm.
Well, okay. This looks like it is an attachment to something else, like to another computer or game system or something. So I don't think it's the PDP-1 computer. It does look like a module. I don't know what a supercharger looks like. And I'm not sure that has a microphone for the IntelliVoice, but it does have a dial. Like, it has like a volume thing. Look, they say to always go with C when you don't know. So I'm just going to go with C. Is this the IntelliVoice?
It is indeed. Yes, well done.
Oh! The perfect round is still alive.
The perfect round is indeed
All
still
right.
alive. Well,
All right.
let's see if he can continue, shall we? We've got
Yes.
this happy little fellow here, 112. Name this system. Is it A, the 3DO?
No.
B, CDTV? C, Neo Geo CD? Or D, CDI?
Yeah, this one is the Philips CDI.
You don't want to question yourself first? Maybe get the wrong
Not
answer?
going to question myself.
No?
That's the right answer.
Oh, you're no fun. That is the right answer. Well done. Okay.
Not the only version of the CDI, though. There are different versions.
See, now you're just gloating.
Yeah, that's a more attractive version.
Okay. Well, that one was surprisingly easy, but unlucky for some, we have coming up next 113. Can you name this game?
Ooh.
Is it A, Centipede? B, Millipede? C, Slither? Or D, The War of Bugs?
So, okay. Obviously, it's either Centipede or Millipede. But I'm not sure which. I've never been good at differentiating the difference between them. So I'm gonna go... God, this is another... I hate how much I'm having to guess here. Okay. I'm gonna go with the sequel. I'm gonna go with Millipede.
Are you sure?
B. Yeah, I think so.
The perfect round hinges on this question, Cyril.
It does. It does.
So he's going for Millipede?
I think so.
All right. Well, I think I've milked the tension enough on this because you're right.
Ah!
Damn it.
Well, we could have added a commercial break there just to make the tension even worse.
Can we though?
No.
Oh, never mind.
Nobody's sponsoring this.
Damn it. Oh well, never mind. I suppose we'll have to supplement it with another question.
Yes.
All right. Well, I suppose I can do that. 114.
114.
Who's this guy? And again, bear with me on this. So
Yes.
we have A, Shigeru Miyamoto. B, Yu Suzuki. C, Ken Kutaragi. Or D, Hajime Nakatani.
All right. Oh, he's so young here, but the background gives it away. This is a very, very young Ken Kutaragi. C.
C says. And C it is. Well done.
Ah, looking good there.
Looking good indeed.
And you know what that means, don't you?
Well, yeah, it means we've got to move swiftly on to the next session. No time to dwell.
No, because even though that section only had 9 questions, I got them all right. Perfect round.
Damn you, Section 7. Damn you.
Thank God for Section 7.
Turns out Cyril's good at identification.
Yes. All right.
Damn it.
So what's next? What does 8 bring us?
Well, 8, we might be off the back of a perfect round, but that doesn't mean you get the right to be cocky. Next,
Okay.
we have more matching coming up.
Oh no.
No math, unfortunately, for the next questions, but never mind. We will see what we can do here. Plenty of opportunities to get wrong answers here. So,
Okay.
as with similar sections, all you got to do is match the image to the number that I'm going to give you.
Okay, so another matching one. So we're going to toss up all of the pictures up onto the screen, and you can play along. And same rules as before. I think you'll list one at a time, and then I will just keep going through and matching. So,
all right then. Well, if it's so easy to get an ace section, let's see you do it again. So what I'm going to need you to do first of all is match the silhouette to the handheld.
Perfect. I own a lot of these, so this I think I'm ready.
Oh, well, no excuses then. We've got 5 here. First of all, we've got 115, which is the original Game Boy.
Okay, so I'm just going to be writing these down at the same time, and you're going to grade them when I have all of them done, just in case I want to change my answer.
Okie dokie.
So the 115 was what? The original Game Boy?
The original Game Boy.
Okay. That is D. Okay.
Okay.
116.
Reasonably confident, so we move on to 116, which is the original Atari Lynx.
It's the only one that looks like a surfboard there. It's A.
Okay, well, then we have 117, which is the Milton Bradley Microvision.
Oh, boy. Well, look. I know what B and C are. E just looks like a rectangle. It's like the thing the apes find in 2001. It's a monolith. Okay, so it's got to be E because I know what B and C are, so I'm going to go E for 117.
Okay.
All right, what's it 118?
Seems to have it all figured out, but we've got 118, which is the TurboExpress.
Oh, sure. That's C. And so I guess that means the 119 is the Sega Nomad.
Well, I've just got Nomad, so,
B.
you know.
Okay, so DAECB.
Well, he thinks he's got it all figured out. He thinks he's got it all figured out. He has. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay, we won't even mince words with that one. Yes, he was walking us through the process as we were going there, so there's no need to go back and forth. All the more reason to rush on to the next set of questions.
Yes.
Hopefully he gets one of these wrong. I mean, no, you go, you. But what I'm going to need you to do is match the character to the collectible / pickup.
Okay. What are the pickups in question here? Why don't we go through those?
So we've got a series of pickups of some juicy, delectable pickups here. We've got A, a lunchbox.
Okay.
B, a green herb.
Sure.
C, a musical note. D, cookies. That was the worst impression that I've ever done, but moving swiftly on. We have E, the remote control. F, a Wampa fruit. G, a gold bar. H, meat. I, strawberry. J, a gold ring.
Okay. I think I know a few of those right off the bat, but just from the description, just from what they are. So let's jump into it.
Okay. Well, the first one we have is 120, and that's bonk.
Okay. So I'm looking at the list. Well, he is a caveman. So, his collectible, if I recall correctly, was meat. So I'm going to go with H. Okay, 121.
121 is our favorite blue-haired hero, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, his movie's coming out soon.
Nothing controversial about it either.
Nothing controversial. So 121 is Sonic. I mean, he collects rings, so that's gold rings, so J.
Okay.
All right.
Reasonably solid start there. Well, let's see with 122. We have Gex.
Okay. I think I know this one, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm like 75% sure that it's remote controls. But let's skip it and let's come back to it, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, the next one hopefully will be a little bit easier for you. That's 123, and that's Crash Bandicoot.
Okay, so 123 Crash Bandicoot that's F, Wampa Fruit. Yeah, Wampa Fruit.
So we have 124.
124.
And that's everyone's favourite sailor man that lives in a caravan, Popeye.
Okay. I thought the thing that he collected was hearts. I'm going to skip that. We're going to come back to that. I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Okay.
Could have sworn it was hearts. Maybe I must be misremembering that.
Yeah, we've got 2 skips so far, but that's okay.
Yep, 2 skips.
So we got the next one.
Process elimination.
Process of elimination. Well, the more skips, the harder it's going to be. It's better to commit now.
That's true. I don't think that's the case.
You're probably right. Never mind. We've got 125, and that's Pitfall Harry.
Okay, Pitfall Harry. Pitfall. Like, of the ones remaining, the only one that makes sense was Gold Bar. So I think I'm gonna go with G. Gold Bar for that one. Okay. 126.
126 is Ape Escape Spike.
Huh. I'm not sure. Let's skip that. We're gonna go to the next one, and we'll narrow it down a little bit more.
Okay.
You say that so judgingly.
Well, I'm just saying, you got to commit to some of these answers, right or wrong.
I'm committed to 4 of them.
It's not the worst thing in the world to get a wrong answer sometimes,
That's true.
You can learn from it. Or just get them wrong. But never mind. 127 is Tomba.
Oh, Tomba. He picks up... Oh, God, it's been a while. I think he picks up lunchboxes. So I think that's going to take A off the board. All right, what about 128?
Okay. That's Chris Redfield.
All right, so Resident Evil. He partakes in a little bit of the green herb. So we're going with B for 128.
Okay. And then finally, this list, we have 129, and that's Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Okay, so what do we have missing here? Musical notes, cookies, I think remote control, and strawberry. Well, Pac-Man was always a bit of a fruit guy, so we're going to go with I for strawberry.
Okay.
So that means that leaves 122, 124, and 126 open. I need to figure out is it musical notes, cookies, and I just said it. Oh yeah, remote control. So is it C, D, and E? Okay. So what was 122 again?
122 was Gex.
All right, and remote control still on the list, so I'm going to use that. Okay. What was 124?
That was Popeye.
Popeye. And okay, that was the one that I thought was hearts. And then 126 was Ape Escape, right?
Ape Escape Spike, yes.
Okay. Well, cookies doesn't make sense for Popeye because he eats spinach. And so so I'm going to go with musical notes for Popeye, so C, and then I guess that leaves cookies. Did he really collect cookies? It's been a long time since playing one of those, apparently. All right, D for that. I'm not 100% confident on some of those, but I think I got most of them right. So do you need me to list those individually, or how are we doing this?
Well, I think it's better to savor the disappointment. We go through individually. So 120,
right.
which is bonk.
120.
You were quite quick to answer this one. You said
H.
Yeah, you said that, and that is the right answer. Well done.
All right.
The second one, 121, which is Sonic. Again, you were quite
J.
quick to answer that one. So you said gold rings.
Yeah, gold rings.
Yeah, kind of a given. So yeah, well done. Well done.
Yep.
122, and then the even numbers is where you start to struggle a little bit for one reason or another. So we have Gex.
Yeah, Gex. Yeah.
And your answer?
Oh, it was remote control E.
And you were right. Well done.
Okay. All right.
So you've got to trust this. Got to trust these instincts of yours.
Yeah.
It'll lead you
that's what I
to
thought.
success. I promise you. 123. Crash Bandicoot was F. Wumpa Fruit.
Yeah, Wumpa Fruit. Sure. Yeah, that one stands out.
Okay, good. Now, so the next one that you had a little bit of a wobble on. So 124,
yeah.
which is Popeye, and your answer was?
Well, I thought it was hearts, but C apparently that's musical notes.
Indeed, that is correct. Yes, well done.
Okay. All right. Apparently, it's been a long time since playing that one too.
So he's managed to navigate through two of his passes for now. So let's go into another one, which is 125, Pitfall Harry. And that was G, the gold bar.
Yes. Yeah. All right. That's what I got.
And the final one of his wobbles is 126,
126.
which is Ape Escape Spike.
Sure. I said D, cookies.
And you were right. Well done.
Okay. All right. All right. So the rest I am pretty confident on.
Well, 127 was Tomba. And that indeed was the lunchbox.
It was a lunchbox, right?
128 was Chris Redfield, which
Okay.
you answered B for Green Herb, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, B.
And you were correct. Well done.
All right.
And that just leaves 129, which is Pac-Man.
Yeah. Strawberry, I.
And you got it right,
Sure.
yeah.
All right. All right. Oh, fuck, we're killing it. Was that 15 for 50? All right.
I'm doing everything I can here to undermine you, and you still finding a way to succeed.
Yeah.
It's rather annoying.
15. Well, this next grouping, I don't know how.
Oh,
long
this
I did
does look
one.
delicious, doesn't it?
And man, there's even a note that worries me more.
Well, let me just clue everyone else into the torture that you're about to endure and how delicious it's going to be. I need you to match the Street Fighter joystick motion to the move. Note, some answers may be repeated. We have 5 choices, and again, that repetition, that just adds a little wild card flavor to it, doesn't it?
I'm excited to see how you list these.
Oh,
How are you going to read these out?
I'll do my best. Right. What would you like first? You would like the answers first, I presume.
What are the
choices.
answers? What are the answers?
So you have 5 choices. You've got down, down, right, right, and P, which is A.
Quarter, circle, forward, P, yes.
You have B, which is down, down, left, left, and K.
Yes, quarter, circle, back, and then kick. Uh-huh.
You have C, which is forward, down, and P.
Yeah. So an uppercut.
And then we have D, which is hold down and then up and K.
Okay.
And then finally E, help me here, backwards, left, down, forwards, right, and then forwards and P.
So a half circle starting from back to forward punch. Okay. That was delicious. All right, so these are all gonna be these are all Street Fighter moves. Okay. All right. So let's go through them.
Okay, well we've got 130 coming up first, which is
Yeah.
Ryu's Fireball.
All right, that's quarter circle forward punch. That's A.
Okay. He's straight in there. So next one we have 131, which is Sakura's Hadoken.
Okay.
Wow, the hesitation
okay,
here.
we're going to pass on that one. We'll come back to it.
Okay, he's going to pass on that one for now. So we have 132, which is Akuma's Go Hadoken.
Okay. Well, wait. Hadoken. That's the fireball. Okay. We're gonna come back to that.
2 passes in a row. This is interesting.
Yeah. 133.
Well, we have 133 coming up next, and that's Sagat's Tiger Punch.
Okay, so that's Tiger Punch. Okay, but that was also the fireball, because that was the, tiger, and it wasn't the uppercut. Okay, so, but that was just done the same way. That was, okay, that was also A. That was quarter circle down, or quarter circle forward punch. Yeah, okay. So what's 134?
Finally, 134 is Ken's Fireball.
Well, Ken's Fireball is the same as Ryu's Fireball. So, A? Oh, okay.
So he's got 3 answers with 2 passes.
I've only used A. Okay. What's 131 again?
131 is Sakura's Hadoken.
And 132 is Akuma's Hadoken?
Akuma's Go Hadoken.
Those are both Fireball. Okay. I think they're screwing with us, Lauren. I think that all of these are quarter circle forward punch. I think all of them are A.
You're saying that they're all A.
I think they're screwing with us. And I don't appreciate it. Yeah, I think they're all A. So I have A for 130 through 134.
Okay.
How'd I do? I know I got 130 and 134 right.
Oh dear. I can't wait to hear what he says about this. Because, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
They're all
For
A.
all of them?
For all of them, yeah. If they hadn't noted that some answers would be repeated, that would have been so much more juicy. But because they threw that in there, I feel like that tipped you off at least somewhat.
Oh, those bastards.
Damn it. That was going to be so much fun.
That was great. That's really funny.
Oh well, never mind. They tried to get you, but you saw through the ruse. Well done.
Yes. All right.
Well, I feel that's all that's going to do is give you a sense of confidence, which you're going to carry into this and ace another round. It's going to be wonderful, or not. We have the next series of images that we're going to have to, I presume we're going to have to display here.
Yeah, we're going to toss them up on the screen all at once.
Okay.
Just like that.
So we have quite a few here. So I guess we better just tell you what you need to do here, which is match the designer with the character he created.
All right, so we're going to match the designer with the character they created.
Indeed.
All right. Who is the first designer? 135.
Okay, so 135 is Shigeru Miyamoto.
All right. So, they didn't go with Mario, but they did go with somebody almost as recognizable, and that's Donkey Kong. So 135 is D.
Okay.
All right.
Number 136 is Moro Iwatani.
Oh. Oof, I should know that. All right, well, since I recognize some of these other characters on here and have a hunch I know what's coming up, I'm gonna eliminate a few of them and then come back to whoever this is.
Okay.
All right, so 137.
So 137 is Kenji Eno.
Kenji Eno, I believe that's the picture A is from D, right? It's the woman from D. So I'm going with A, even though that's very confusing.
Okay.
So A, 137.
Well, that leads us into 138, and that is
Okay.
Toby Gard.
Toby. Okay.
Toby. Ah.
We don't have the rights to that. I don't off the top of my head I don't know, but I have a hunch. So let's move on to 139.
Okay, he's passing them left, right, and centre here, but that's okay. It's all in the rules.
I know.
We have 139, which is Yuji Naka.
Okay, that's an easy one. I figured that would be coming up. That one is B. Sonic.
Moving straight on to 140, which is David Crane.
Yes, David Crane. 140. David Crane is known for a few games, but one of his most famous ones is E, Pitfall.
Okay.
So, you know.
We have 141, which is Akira Toriyama.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I know who that is, or what character. Okay. I'm gonna pass for right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back to that one.
Okay. Well, that means we move on to 142,
Yes.
which is Tetsuya Nomura.
All right. Boy, some of these, some of the Japanese ones I'm really bad at. Apparently, I was running into these problems earlier too in one of the other episodes. Let's pass on that. We're gonna just do a little bit of guessing later on, but for now, let's go down to 143.
Indeed. And that would be Doug Tennaple, or Tennaple.
Oh, they really tried to throw me off. Okay, hold on. What's 144?
Passing him left, right, and centre. Damn.
No,
he's got
because I'm going to come right
141.
back to Doug.
Okay, he's gonna
Depending
bounce
on
right back.
what
He's gonna bounce right back.
what
Well, we've got
144
David
is.
Silla is 144.
Okay, yeah, they tried to throw you off with 143 because they think you're going to expect Dave Perry for Earthworm Jim, but it's actually Doug. So, okay, we're going with J for 143. And who did you say for 144?
Is David Silla.
Okay, I think David Silla, because I looked this guy up recently because I believe he still owns the rights to Arrow the Acrobat, who is right there at H. So, all right, I think we've narrowed that down to just 4 missing. So who are those 4? 136.
That was Moro Iwatani.
Okay, and who's 138?
138 was Toby Gard.
All right. And I recall the other 2 being Japanese names. So Toby Gard must be the person of the ones remaining. He must be responsible for Lara Croft. So that's I at 138. Toby, that's a British name, right?
I believe it's short for Tobias, yes.
All right. So it's 141.
141 is Akira Toriyama.
And 142.
That is Tetsuya Nomura.
All right. These 2 are the ones that are confusing me. Okay, I think that C must be 136. So that's Pac-Man. The other two are confused. Oh, boy. Because one's Final Fantasy VII, one's Cloud, and then the other one is Chrono Trigger. Oh, I would look really dumb if I mix these up, but so 141 is Akira. It's either G or F. G or F. Let's go with let's go with F, and then G. I think I messed up. I think I messed that up. All right.
All right. Well, are you ready for the answers?
Dr. Strife will hate me. Yes. Let's do it.
Let's do this, shall we? So we've got 135.
Well, yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto. That one's easy. That's Donkey Kong. Is that right?
Which was D, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, D.
That is correct, yes, well done.
Okay.
136, which is Moro Iwatani.
Yeah, and I said I finally settled on C, Pac-Man.
And that was correct, well done.
All right.
137.
137.
Kenji Ino.
I said A. I think that's the woman from D.
Okay, steaming on, well done. Yes, that's correct.
All right.
138. Toby/Tobias Guard.
Yeah, okay, so that's, I thought that was Lara Croft and I.
That is correct, yes, well done.
All right.
139. Yuji Naka.
That one's Sonic, right, that's B.
B. Yes, that was Sonic, well done.
All right.
140. David Crane.
David Crane. Okay, so this is the one where I said it was Pitfall Harry. So 140 is E.
And that is correct, yes, well done.
Okay. So this is where the controversy comes in. This is where I wasn't 100% sure, and where I'm sure everybody's yelling at me. Okay. 141
was Akira Toriyama, who is also famed for having pioneered the Dragon Ball Z series.
Oh, I knew that's why that sounded familiar.
And Chrono Trigger.
That's Chrono Trigger, yes, of course.
Hearkening to that to some degree, which would mean that is G.
I just didn't connect it. Oh, so I got both of those wrong. All right.
Oh dear.
Oh no. All right.
Well, that means 142. Tetsuya Nomura. That is F.
Yeah. I got that.
As we're now discovering, which
Yeah.
Oh dear. We have 143, which is Doug Tennapole or Ten Napole. Apologies, Doug. We have 143, which the answer was...
I said J. That's
J.
Earthworm Jim.
That's right, which just leaves poor old
H,
David Siller on his own, which was 144.
Yeah, for Arrow the Acrobat. Right.
Indeed.
Oh, man. As soon as you said that name again, I knew. Ah! All right. Not a perfect round.
Not a perfect round. But, I mean, you have the chance to round it off with a maths question. Nah,
What?
not really. I'm just joking. It's not really a maths question.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's some numbers involved. I thought I'm just trying to scare you. But it's actually really easy. All you need to do is match the feet with the score below.
Oh no. And I'm looking at the choices too. What are the choices? Oh no.
Bet you wish it was a math question now. So we have 5 choices. We have A, 5,000 points. B, 200,000 points. C, 100 points. D, 200 points. Or E, 1,600 points.
You suck, EGM.
I love you, EGM.
Jeez.
Don't listen to him.
This is the worst. What are you doing? I don't know any of... All right. All right. This is going to be This is where I do all my guessing.
I was going to say, if you can hear that whooshing noise in the background, people, don't be alarmed. That's not your PCs. That's just the vacant sound of Cyril stabbing in the dark blindly.
It's true. Okay, what's 145?
145 is eating the 4th ghost in a row in Pac-Man.
Okay, what's 146?
146 is reaching. Let me try that again. 146 is reaching the tippy top of the flagpole in Super Mario Brothers. Now remember, the tippy top, not the top, the tippy
yes,
top.
no, it's the tippy top.
Yeah, the tippy top. There's a distinct difference there.
Okay, what's 147?
147.
Let's hear these all out first, because what's 147?
I just want to. I'm delecting in your suffering. 147.
It's the worst.
Beating Dr. Wily at the end of Mega Man.
You get points for that?
You get points
Does
for
Mega
that.
Man have score?
He has scores.
Oh, man.
But it's okay. One of them's down there. All you need to do is pick it.
Yeah, all right. What's 148?
Well, that's destroying the large flying saucer in asteroids.
Sure. Okay.
And then just rounding
What's
off this happy little
149?
bunch
Yeah.
is 149. And that's jumping a barrel in Donkey Kong. Not the tippy top of a barrel, just a barrel, okay? There is a difference, so don't get too bogged down in that detail.
Jumping a barrel in Donkey Kong.
Indeed, yeah.
All right. So my choices are 5,000, 200,000, 100, 200, and 1,600. So let's start with Mega Man. You would think that if there is a score and you're beating the final boss in Mega Man, it's going to be worth more than 5,000, 100, 200, or 1,600. So just guessing. So 147. I'm going with B for 200,000 points. I didn't even know that was a thing that you got points for, but you know, it's the highest of them. It's the last boss. It makes the most amount of sense. Now, let's figure out the next one. You said the 148. That was the asteroids one?
Destroying the large flying saucer in asteroids.
All right, okay. Let's figure out which of these would be the next highest. So let's see here. It was eating the 4th ghost in a row in Pac-Man. It was reaching the tippy top of the flagpole in Super Mario Brothers.
Yes.
It was destroying the large flying saucer in asteroids and jumping a barrel in Donkey Kong. Now, I think that the flying saucer and the barrel in Donkey Kong are worth less than the other ones. The reaching the tippy top in Super Mario or eating the 4th ghost. Because the 4th ghost... Well, wait a second. Now there are 5 ghosts. Is it... Okay, hold on here. Do you think it's 400 per ghost? And then that gets you to 1,600 points? That is an awfully odd number. And you would get more than 100 or 200 points. Alright. Okay. I think for Mario, I'm going to go to the tippy bottom and go with E. And for, okay, the next, no, not 140. I wrote that, no. For Pac-Man, I'm going with E. Now for the tippy top, I think that's the most impressive, or the next most impressive. So I think that one's A. So I guess that just leaves 148 and 149. And this is where I just guess. I've processed of elimination it all. And so I'm not sure. I'm just going to guess on these two. And
Okay.
Oof. So I need to use C or D. So we're going to go C on 148, and I just go D on 149. And I am not confident in that. All of these could be wrong as far as I'm concerned. Oh, this is terrible.
Where is there a good old-fashioned maths question when you need it?
Why do they expect me to know this?
It's almost as if they're testing your knowledge about this sort of stuff. The barefaced cheek of it all. Nevertheless, the only thing that matters is a right answer. Let's see if you've got those. So, I suppose we better run through these. So we've got 145, eating the fourth ghost in a row in Pac-Man, and your answer was...
E, 1,600 points.
And I remember you going back and forth on this one a little bit, but rest assured, you are correct.
Okay. So that makes sense.
Okay. Well, that would mean that the next one is 146. That's reaching the tippity-toppity of the flagpole in Super Mario Brothers.
And I said A, 5,000 points.
5,000 points. That is a lot. But is it tippy-top enough? Well, he went with A. And A is pretty tippy-top as far as the alphabet is concerned, so it only stands to reason that, yes, that is correct. Well done.
For sure.
Then we have 147. Beating...
This is the one I was almost the most confident on.
Indeed. So... Well, he gave it the biggest amount. He gave B, if I'm not mistaken, which was 200,000 points, beating Dr. Wily at the end of Mega Man. A feat befitting of so many points, is it? It is. Yes, well done.
Did they all have scores, or am I just completely remembering that wrong?
Maybe EGM just thought that that's how many it deserved.
All right, and now the moment of truth.
Okay.
So
take a breath. It's going to be okay.
Okay. Oh no.
148 was destroying the large flying saucer in asteroids.
Yes.
And you answered.
I went C, 100 points.
C, 100 points.
God, is it 200?
Wouldn't it be a shame if it was D?
It really would be.
It would be a shame, wouldn't it? Really put a dampener on things.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid it is pretty damp in here. It is D, I'm afraid to say.
All right. So I also got 149 wrong then.
149 jumping over a barrel, not a tippy top. That's probably where you went wrong. You were going for the tippy top points for a barrel. That wasn't what we were after. I'm afraid 149 was in fact C. 3 out of 5 ain't bad.
Yeah. And you know what? There were, 35 questions this round. And they missed 4 of them. So that's not too bad. It's
not too bad at all. Not too bad. Not quite a perfect section, but a good section nonetheless.
I wonder how you would have done in this one.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. I treat everything like it's tippy top, so I would have gotten them all wrong.
You know what this means, Lauren?
What does that mean?
Oh, goodness. This means that we're finally, after 3 episodes, we're finally at the final section. We're in section 9.
Section 9. The final section. Some would say the hardest.
Oh, no, I hope not.
Those people are not present right now, but I promise you, there are those people.
Well, let's find out. What is Section 9? What is the final challenge?
Section 9 is multiple choice.
All right, we're back to that. We're back to the old favorite.
Yeah, we're redoing a previous section. Bringing it back, baby.
Sure.
So, yeah, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to give you 4 answers, and all I need you to do is pick the right one.
Okay.
Okay. So, we'll...
Makes sense.
Only 10 of these, so I'm looking for 10 correct answers for a perfect section.
Sure, we're into the final 10 questions.
Final 10 questions.
Let's not gloss over that. That's a big deal. I mean, there are 160 questions in this quiz, and we have been there from the very beginning. From, as you might say, the tippy top.
From the tippity top to the tippity top of the quiz, it is the final stretch. Beginning with number 150.
Right. What do we have for 150?
What was the name of the kidnapped girl in Vigilante? Is it A, Marion, B, Jane, C, Madonna, or D, Celine?
All right. So, Vigilante's a fun little beat 'em up from the old school, and they're trying to trick you here, because Marion is the is from, I believe that's from Double Dragon. This one, however, they kidnapped Madonna.
And they did indeed, yes, well done.
Yeah. Like a virgin.
Okay. Now, I don't fancy your chances on the next one, because apparently I have answers A, B, C, and E. So,
oh no! There's no F?
There's no F and there's no D, no. So, if the answer happens to be D or F, then best of luck to you on this one. We have 151.
No, that's some bad copy editing.
Ah, well, never mind. We all make mistakes, and hopefully so soon will you. We've got 151. From what storage medium did the StarPath Supercharger load games into the Atari 2600?
Okay.
Is
That's
it
the StarPath Supercharger that we talked about before that I didn't know about.
Indeed, yes.
Oh,
yes.
good. Good.
Wait, you've got every chance of getting this question right, even if, apparently, they're hiding answers from you. We've got A, video cassettes.
Okay.
B, compact discs. C, audio cassettes. Or E, 5.25-inch floppy disks.
5 1/4-inch floppy disks, yeah. Well, we can rule out a couple of these. We can rule out compact discs because I don't think that technology was available during the age of the Atari 2600. So we're going to cut that out. Video cassettes. I know that they have used video cassettes for like board games and stuff. And I know that that Night Trap originally started out where it was going to involve that sort of technology, but I don't think that is the case with the Atari 2600. So I'm gonna cut out video cassettes, and I think that I don't think the 5 1/4-inch. You know what? That might make sense. No, you know what? I'm gonna go with my gut, and I think it's C. I think it's audio cassettes.
He's going with audio cassettes. He's right. He's right.
Yeah. That sounds about right. That is a bad name for that.
I was very, very tempted to go with secret answer D there, but never mind. Got to play the quiz, correct and down the line. Can't cheat you or anything. Damn. Oh well.
Yes.
Well, yep, congratulations on the right answer, but don't get too cocky. Still 8 more to go. You have 152.
Okay. 152.
Which one of these games was a pack-in cart for the Super NES?
Okay.
We have A, Killer Instinct. B, Yoshi's Island. C, neither of them. Or D, both of them.
All right. They're both first-party Nintendo games. They're not the first pack-in. They're not Super Mario World. So, I guess it's either neither of them or both of them. I remember there being a Killer Instinct bundle. I remember that. I don't remember a Yoshi's Island bundle, but it would make sense. Like, that was the big game for them that holiday season. So, I'm going to go with both of them. I think both Killer Instinct and Yoshi's Island were packing carts at one point or another for the Super NES. So D, both of them.
He's going for D, double the trouble. He is right. It was both of them.
Nice.
Well done. Okay, we move on to what I'd like to think is the classiest question of this quiz so far.
Oh no!
So we've got 153. Hey, who farted? Nothing but class on this quiz, ladies and gentlemen. We have 4 answers for this truly deep dive into human existential discussion. We have A, Abe from Abe's Odyssey. B,
yes,
Boogerman.
Okay.
C, Toshinden's Faux Fi. Or D, all of them. Cyril, who farted? Tell me.
Well, okay, I don't remember a ton about Toshinden, but I do know that both Boogerman and Abe farted. So I guess it has to be all of them. So I'm taking their word that Faux Fi also did. So D. They all.
That is correct. Yes, well done. They all farted. Every last one of them.
All right.
All right. Let's see if we can. I don't think you can. That's the tippity top of class, but let's see if we limbo down from it. We have 154.
154.
What is Mega Man called in Japan? Is it A, Ultraman, B, Blue Man, C, Rockman, or D, the Wonder Man?
Oh.
Shout out to Tiny Temper.
Of course, this one's easy. This is Rockman, C.
Rockman C, 154.
Yeah.
C, yes, it is indeed.
Yeah, Rockman. It was all kind of music-related stuff. It makes sense in Japan.
Okay. Barreling on with 155 then, shall we?
155.
This Star Wars game is running on what system? We have A, the Nintendo 64, B, the 32X,
okay,
C, the PlayStation, or D, the Super NES.
Well, this is not a Nintendo 64 game. There's not enough fog.
An astute observation.
This does not look like the PlayStation game that I'm thinking of. I think this is the 32X remake of the arcade game, isn't it? So V, 32X.
He's going with B. He is correct. Well done.
All right.
The final 5 questions.
The final 5.
And he's doing well so far in this round, so carry on as you mean to go on. Another perfect session is on the horizon. It'd be the perfect way to end the quiz. So
sure.
don't let everyone down now. No pressure.
Stop that.
What? I'm just saying.
Stop that.
Okay. Well, we've got 156, okay? No pressure at all. On what date did Resident Evil 2 take place?
Oh.
Now remember, there's no pressure here. We have A, July 5th, 1998. B, July 17th, 1998. C.
They're going to be 98, aren't they? Christ.
Oh, the struggle. C, September 29th, 1998. Or D, September 17th, 1998. And I'll give you a clue. It's in 1998.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I just started playing the remake from earlier in 2019, and so I should know this, but I don't remember a date. I think it was September something. I don't know. I guess I'll go with D. September 17th, 1998, obviously.
D.
I don't know.
Are you sure?
No, I'm really not. It could be July 5th for all I know.
The hopes of an entire year rest on your shoulders at this point, Cyril. A wrong answer could be catastrophic. Not necessarily to the outcome of the quiz.
No! Shut up!
Okay. Well, he's going with D.
D.
What was that thing you were saying earlier about when in doubt, go for C? You know how you should stick to that?
You let me down! I didn't
It
even
was
think of that. You're
C.
right. I should have done that.
Oh dear. The one time he should have stuck to his guns and guessed
cool.
with C. Never mind. It's okay. It's not a perfect section, but just a good one.
All right.
Okay. Well,
that's
so
terrible.
we can make up for the bitter disappointment of 156 with 157.
All right.
A character named Sid appears in which Final Fantasy game?
Every Final Fantasy game.
Well, he's already got a sort of an answer there, so let's see if that one crops up in any one of these four. We have A, Final Fantasy 2, B, Final Fantasy 3,
Yeah.
C, Final Fantasy Tactics, or D, all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay.
Sid's always there.
Kind of taking the wind out of my sails there a little bit.
Yeah.
Fine. Yes, D. He's guessed D. Let's see if it's the right. Yes, it's the right answer. Of course, it's the right answer. Well done. The final three. Okay.
Final
158. Final three. 158. Which of these games never used a rollerball?
Okay.
Is it A, Millipede, B, Rampart, C, Rollerball, or D, Marble Madness?
Oh, they're just trolling us now. All right, so this one is Rollerball. It seems like it would, but
You're
it did
saying
not.
that Rollerball wasn't used in Rollerball?
That is correct. Rollerball.
In a quiz
C.
that has already used the same answer 5 times in a section of questions? That you think they do that to you? They're totally doing that to you. Yes, that is the right answer. Well done. There's no pulling the wool over your eyes today, is there?
Oh.
All right. Down to the final two then, I guess.
That's right. 159.
159. Which one of these is not a real gaming magazine from the 1980s?
Okay. Well, I have a collection of these, so I should be good at this one, I hope. Oh, boy, if I get this wrong, we're going to be screwed.
Well, no pressure. I'm not even adding this pressure on at this point.
I know. I'm adding the pressure to myself. Oh, this is terrible.
I'm sure you can.
All right, bring
I'm sure
it.
you can manage. All right, we've got A, video games and computer entertainment.
Okay.
B, video gaming illustrated.
Okay.
C, electronic gaming fun.
Okay.
Or D, electronic games.
All right. Well, obviously, I know that Video Games and Computer Entertainment is a real magazine. I own a whole bunch of those issues. I have a few issues of Electronic Games, which I don't believe started this way, but eventually became part of Sendai Publishing, which is the publisher that put out EGM for a bunch of years. So it's between Video Gaming Illustrated and Electronic Gaming Fun. I believe, or I seem to recall, the name Video Gaming Illustrated, and have never heard the name Electronic Gaming Fun, so I'm going to go with C, Electronic Gaming Fun. That's the one that's not a real gaming magazine from the 80s.
Okay, he's going with C. He is right. Well done. Okay. Well, that just leaves the final question.
Final question. What could they possibly throw at me last?
Indeed.
They have one last shot to get me.
You know, even though statistically it's probably not going to make a great big difference, but this is
probably not.
This is what you're going to leave people with. A right answer, we leave happy. A wrong one, I leave happy. 160, 160. And you remember how you love sports questions?
Oh no, they didn't leave us with a sports question. Tell me it's not a math one too.
Good news, there's no math in this sports question.
All right. What do we got?
Which one of the following baseball games doesn't have a Major League Baseball license?
Oh no. Oh no.
Let's rattle through these, shall we? We've got A, Baseball 2000. B, Triple Play 98. C, High Heat Baseball 2000. Or D, Bottom of the Ninth.
Alright. I have to go back and remember what each of these were. I want to say, wasn't Triple Play, wasn't that EA? It was some big company, wasn't it? So I think I can eliminate Triple Play. Even though I'm probably wrong on that one. I've never heard of Baseball 2000, but I'm sure that's something, right? Maybe? High Heat Baseball 2000. Bottom of the ninth. Ugh. Only one of these doesn't have a year. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I've heard of bottom of the ninth. I don't know. This is
remember, this is the high note. This is your come on, man. This is your Death Stranding, man. You can't leave people somewhat confused.
All right, I guess I'll go with. Like, it makes me wonder if Baseball 2000 is the full name. Now that if they're purposely dropping off like MLB Baseball 2000. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with Baseball 2000. I'm not confident in that answer though.
He's going with A. And I can't think of a more perfect note to end this quiz. Because I'm afraid that is not the right answer.
Was it Triple Play?
It wasn't Triple Play either?
Oh, alright. Should I have gone with C? Should I have gone with High Heat?
You shouldn't have gone with that either.
Oh no, it's bottom of the ninth?
It was D, bottom of the ninth.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Alright. Yeah, that's not the way I wanted to end this quiz. I missed a couple there. I think I missed a bunch in the section before. Lauren, have you figured out how many I got right and wrong and what my percentage is? Because remember, I still want to get above 85%. Did I do that?
Well, with the summit firmly mounted.
Okay. Yeah, we're at the top.
Moment of truth. Well, out of a possible 55 questions in these last three sections.
All right, give it to me.
Okay. You got 49 right.
Okay.
Which means 89%.
For just this section, or for this episode, or for total?
That's just for this section.
Okay.
Just for this episode, I should say.
Just this episode.
I mean, if you want to know how you did overall, which is, I guess the reason why we're all here.
Yeah. Okay. So how many questions did I end up getting right out of 160?
Okay. Well, out of a possible 160, with a minimum margin of error of 136 questions, that's how many you had to get your 85%.
Okay.
You got 143.
Hell yeah, all right.
Which means 89%.
89%. Oh, I blew past that 85%. Okay, so hold on. Let's go to the back of this issue here and see what that says. Hold on here. So let me bring this up. Okay. So it says, now I got, okay, so it tells me what I need to do is multiply how many I got right. So I got 143 right. I need to multiply it by, is it 10?
By
100. 10. Multiply it by 10. Yes, multiply it by 10. Okay. And so that gets me to a total of what? 1,430.
That would be correct.
Okay, so that puts me in squarely, actually towards the very top of the second best. Okay, your acute familiarity with the entire scope of the video gaming industry is evident if you scored within this range. A handful of errors merely indicates that your expertise does not necessarily border on obsession. Outstanding.
Outstanding.
I mean, you know, I wonder, it makes me wonder how I would have done if I had tried doing this test 20 years ago. I almost wish that I had another issue where I had scored it or I had done something like that so that I could compare. Unfortunately, that is not the case. But I wouldn't, because some of those feel like the ones I missed, maybe I would have known them because they're newer games and I had forgotten. So, but I still feel pretty good in that second tier. I got 89%. I'm towards the very top of that. I'm straddling the top there. That's how I'm going to look at it. I can't wait to see how other people.
I mean, an aspiration for 20 years, having undertaken what was, we both, you know, at the outset was like, wow, this is a big task.
It's a daunting
Not only did you take it, you blitzed it, man.
Yeah, that's a real weight off my back. And the only thing I have, the only problem I have is that I'm not sure how to get off of this mountain. So, but no, I think I did well. I did better than I expected. And now I can't wait to see other quizzes out there because I really enjoyed this. What about you, Lauren?
I had a bunch of fun asking the questions. It was a lot of fun rolling back the years and hearing you rattle through the questions. It was a bunch of fun. I learnt a lot. Mm-hmm. And I'm, like you, excited to see how everyone else did with their answers and see how they fared against you, given you put in a really good score for yourself.
Yes, you finally know the Konami code. So
yeah.
So
I love that code now. It's my favorite code.
Well, hopefully this was more fun to watch because there was multiple choice and a bunch of different types that, you know, there were questions with pictures. This was a cool little quiz. I wish more quizzes were like this.
I wish there were more quizzes, period.
Yes.
I want to do another one. I can't wait to do another one.
Yes, I'm just going to have to look through and hope maybe there are other people, maybe there are people watching this right now that will be able to offer up some suggestions and what we should quiz in the future, because that's definitely something I would like to do more of in this year of 2020, which is where we are at right now.
Definitely not speaking from the past. Yeah, exactly.
Definitely not speaking from 2019.
Definitely not rolling back the years literally here.
Yes. So
yeah, definitely.
So thank you again, Lauren. Tell the people, where can they find you, Lauren, out and about?
They can find me here in the year of 2020. They can find me on Twitter, again, at Lauren Risley 2020. And I'm also a host of a little-known channel called The Halcyon Show, which you've been a guest on a couple of occasions.
I've been over there.
So yeah. So it's all a good fun. But man, it's been a pleasure and fun as always. I can't wait to do another one.
Yes, I'm excited for the next one. You've been a great host. You've been a great audience. We don't have another one of these for you tomorrow, but tune in anyway because we might have something else for you. So I'm just gonna throw it. We're gonna fade to black, and you're gonna hear my voice again, and I'll ask you some stupid question. So goodbye from Lauren and everybody else here. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Hey, thanks for watching me take the video game aptitude test. Yeah, I know this was a long one, but taking this quiz is something I've wanted to do for a good long time. And I don't know, I couldn't think of a better way to ring in the new year. Now, here's the question I have for you. How many questions did you get right? You saw that I managed to hit 143 out of 160, so I'm curious to see if you were able to top my score. And if you were, then, don't gloat too much. Nobody likes a gloater. Anyway, we'll be back shortly with the first new reviews of the year. And I also want to spend a few minutes talking about my plans for 2020, so look for that to show up in the near future. In the meantime, I strongly recommend you click that subscribe button and support what we're doing here. Until then.